Right now might be one of the best times to buy a short-term rental in the Pocono Mountains. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but these are all the reasons why I think that is the case. So number one, we have inventory. The inventory levels are literally higher than I've seen them since I have been in that market, in early 2021. I just looked at the MLS today and there's over 1,500 active listings. So when we first bought our short-term rental, there was like, I don't know, 900, maybe 800 or 900 total active properties in this one MLS. And look, there's multiple MLSs up there. So there could actually be more listings than just over the 1,500. So that means there is more for you to select as a buyer, right? And the main issue that we've been experiencing in the real estate market in general for a long time is inventory levels. And the fact that the inventory levels have just been so low across the board. And when inventory is low, that means prices are high. And look, you're still dealing with higher prices, okay? You're still going to be dealing with that. And what I've seen is the fact that there are price cuts as well. And that's what happens when inventory is high and there isn't a lot of demand. You're going to start seeing those price cuts. Look, when I sold my property, just a few months ago, we had to reduce the price. Almost every property that I've seen, it's not every single one, but every one that I've seen, right? They had to reduce their price. So that means that with higher levels of inventory, which is great for buyers, that's exactly what you want, there is opportunity there, right? And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later on, but that's like the most important thing that I want to get across to you is the fact that when it comes to buying real estate, when you're looking at it strictly for an investment and strictly for a short-term rental, in any market, you want to make sure that there are opportunities there. And with the inventory levels being as high as they are right now, that is a good opportunity for buyers. Hey, look, if you're looking for a great referral agent that is active in the Poconos, that is actually getting deals done right now, then make sure that you click that link in the description and put your information in, and I'll reach out and I'll connect you. The second reason why I think it's a really good opportunity right now to buy in the Pocono Mountains is because a lot of short-term rentals, like myself, are getting out of the business, right? They're getting out of it completely. And that leaves a vacuum, right? So when there are, and it's not saturated. I can't say that the Pocono Mountains has ever been saturated. It is competitive, right? There's a difference between competition and saturation. Saturation means that there's literally no more room, right? But competition means that it's just competitive, right? It's fierce. You have to do a lot of things to stand out. You have to increase the amenities you have. You have to have a great location, be close to water, be in high demand areas and all that. I'm not going to get into that in this video, but when it comes specifically to short-term rental owners getting out of the business, that is going to leave room for you to get into the business. Now, I've had multiple people reach out to me, it seems like over the past month or so, and a lot of them are looking for a short-term rental for a tax write-off, right? And I'm not a CPA. I'm not going to get into any of that here, but if a lot of people want that and you can buy a short-term rental because there's higher amounts of inventory and more short-term rental owners are actually getting out of the business, then that might be a good fit for you. But when there's a lot of people getting out, traditionally you'll hear people say, you should get out as well. I've said that as well, like you should get out as well. But here is the thing. When a lot of people are getting out, that leaves an opportunity for those that are more savvy and they're willing to stick with the changes over time. Look, I couldn't just stick with the changes over time. My life has changed dramatically. I had to get out. But I will tell you this, if you can adapt, if you can change with the market, if you have the finances and the financial savvy of being a short-term rental owner, then you can stick and stay. And with more people getting out of the business, that leaves room for you to get into the business. And number 3 on this list is something that I already mentioned, but I'm actually having a lot of success with the people that I refer to my referral agent, which hasn't really happened over the years, right? There was a good period of time where I was able to close some people, and help them find a short-term rental. But then there was a period where I just couldn't do it, right? I couldn't travel as much as I wanted to up to that area. So I had to find referral partners. And look, yes, you can make the case that a lot of it has to do with the referral partner, if they're good or not, if they're active. But I referred out a lot of people and I didn't really have a lot of success. But now what I'm seeing is with this referral partner specifically is they are able to get a lot of deals under contract, right? And I will say that, yes, they're good. Yes, they know the area. And the other people that I referred to did as well. And they were good agents as well. But there just wasn't that many opportunities. But now, right, here's what I'm talking about. There's more opportunity. And I'm actually personally seeing that success, right? So that makes me believe that, yes, if you are looking, and it's data that I have personally, right? That the referral partners that I'm using are actually closing deals, or actually getting deals on their contract. So a lot of that has to do with where the market is right now. I'm telling you, if you are serious about it, this could be a really, really good opportunity. And I have a couple other points that I want to get into that are really going to nail this, right? And it's going to enforce exactly what I'm saying. So the fourth point that I want to talk about, and it's probably one of the biggest, the culmination of everything that I've been saying in this video leads to opportunity, right? Deals to be made. So I want you to understand this. When you're buying in an area, specifically for an investment property, right? And you can make the argument that Airbnb is not even an investment property, right? It's more so, you're running a small hotel. But look, this is a real estate channel. I'm just going to stick to real estate investing. You can make that case that with more opportunity, there are more deals to be made. So I'm not just talking about deals that are on market either. I'm talking about deals that are off market. And I already mentioned how many short-term rental owners are looking to get out of the business. When there is a lot of people that are looking to get out of the business and they want to not just list their home and sell it on the market, there's more creative financing available, creative options available. You can present to a short-term rental owner to take over their mortgage, right? So if they bought in 2020 or 2021 and they have a low interest rate, and for whatever reason, right? I'm not going to get into all the reasons why people get out, but if for whatever reason they're deciding to get out of the market now and their loan is assumable, you better ask that. I've seen this. I've seen people market properties with assumable loans, and that's a gold mine, right? Yeah, you're going to buy at an inflated price, but if you can get a 3% mortgage or a 3.5% mortgage, that's the trade-off right now. And it's pretty wild, the different kinds of deals out there that can be made, and my referral partner is excellent in this, He runs a small team, he has a lot of investment properties himself, and he can help get those off-market deals, and sometimes, in some cases, and on-market deals, and he can do things strategically, creatively. So that is the power in buying in an area that people perceive is too saturated. I never thought it was too saturated. I just thought it was too competitive. But when everyone is in that market, in that mindset, oh my God, it's too competitive, it's too saturated, I can't do this, I'm going to have to get out. Bookings are down, my rates are down, people aren't traveling, all that stuff, right? Because the Pocono market, no matter what you say, is a 4-season market. It's a 12-month-a-year market. People vacation in the Pocono Mountains every single month of the year, year-round. Summer's the best, right? That's where you get the most bookings. Then winter, because ski season. And then spring and fall is kind of like a toss-up, right? So that being the case, the fact that you can rent year-round, look, I'm in a vacation home right now, down in the Caribbean, and this is actually a 12-month-a-year market as well. But a lot of areas that are like the Poconos, like the Caribbean, where they're 12 months out of the year, they're the hot spots. That's where people want to buy and hold for a long time. And the fact that the inventory is high, there's a lot of short-term rental owners that are looking to get out of it. That creates great opportunity for you to get in and work with a great agent who can help you navigate this and find a good deal. And the next point I want to make has to do with interest rates. Yes, interest rates are high. They are high. That sucks. It sucks for a lot of buyers all over the US, not just in the Poconos, but they will eventually go down. And look, this is not a political, I have no desire to get into any kind of political battle, but the current administration is actively trying to lower the rates very quickly, right? Who knows what could happen? They could somehow lower them to 5% in the next 6 to 12 months. If rates go down into the 5s, I'm not predicting this. I'm just saying this could realistically happen. If rates go down to the 5%, you better believe that there will be a frenzy of people getting back into the market. And when more people get back into the market, you know what that means? It drives competition up again. It's going to drive the prices up again. That's why I'm saying now could be a very, very, very good opportunity for you to get into this market before things change and before people start to come back. The market is fickle. Interest rates are fickle. Real estate is fickle. There's a lot that is going on, but you need to understand when you're buying a short-term rental, you are buying it as an investment property, but you're also buying it as a vacation home. It's like running a small hotel. It is not just about real estate investing. It's not set and forget it like it is for long-term rentals. It is set it, work in it all the time, unless you're going to hire it out to a property manager, which we can refer you to one of them as well if that's what you're looking to do. But it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of effort, and you have to be dedicated to making it work. So again, if you want a great referral agent in the Poconos, make sure you click that link in the description. Fill out the information. I'll contact you and I'll connect you with them as soon as I can.